middle of the football field, catches it for a touchdown.
Would you look at that? Would you look at that?
Cool. Big three. Great. Takes it all the way now. Nice.
Greetings and welcome to McKenzie Stadium. We are live here in Vancouver, Washington. We have got a great matchup for you tonight. We have Heritage High School versus Battleground. It is senior night tonight for Battleground, and so we are honoring the seniors and the parents. My name is Mark Petrossi. I'm joined with my partner Kyle Bleeke. And it is our second match of the evening, and we are super excited about this matchup tonight.
We're jumping in right into senior night for Heritage, so they are announcing the entire rosters along with the seniors. All the seniors have their parents down there. The bouquet of flowers is what it looks like. Always a special night for the last year of high school.
We have the announcer next to us, speaking of the players tonight and all their achievements that they've had through the years at school. This does promise to be a great matchup tonight. Once again, we're super excited about this one. If you are watching right now on EPS Sports, that's channel 28 and 328, we welcome you to this match. And if you are watching on our Evergreen School District YouTube channel, we are also broadcasting live there. And we are now going through the roster for the players tonight. It's a beautiful evening here in Vancouver. The sun is shining. It's about 70 degrees outside. We'll go ahead and just listen for a little bit as we zoom in on some of the players and their families. She had commented saying that one of her most favorite moments of being with the team is eating waffles with the team. This particular young lady has been playing for the past 13 years. She's a senior tonight. Talking about a lot of these ladies going on to playing either in college or playing co-ed or actually for the college that they're going to play at. Oh, she's going to go to BYU, study sports medicine. All right, well, that was it for the seniors this evening. We're going to do the national anthem, and then we'll be ready for kickoff.
Couple of beautiful shots of Mackenzie Stadium there during the national anthem. We are about to get started for kickoff. Again, we've got Heritage against Battleground tonight. Battleground in the white, Heritage in the purple. Referees are in red tonight.
It's always an exciting night for the seniors, Kyle. As a proud parent myself, my son has senior night in Oregon, in the state of Oregon, on Thursday, this coming Thursday. So I know that my wife and I are extremely proud of our son. So I'm sure that these parents are the same with their young ladies. It's great to hear what their plans are for after high school. And I tell you one thing, coming from a parent, Kyle, that I love about this sport is all the different cultures that they learn about. You know, soccer is played everywhere in the world, and both my boys have learned all the different country flags and so much about just different cultures from different countries, all attributed to playing this beautiful sport. So always love this game and always will. It's really great for these young people.
Get a good look here at Brian Housley pumping these Lady Timberwolves up. A couple of quick standing tidbits. Battleground League play 2-2-1 on the year, 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 tie. Heritage still looking for that first win, 0-6-0. Battleground scoring 6 goals on the year, 13 against. Heritage also looking for their first goal on the year, 23 against. Should be interesting matchup tonight. A couple of names to watch out for as well. First and foremost, Heritage keeper is going to be Darian Walton. Even as a freshman last year, one of the standout players for the Lady Timberwolves. She is a sophomore this year, also a captain for Heritage. Battleground, you're going to want to keep your eyes on. It's going to be captain number 9, Allie Turkington. And then we've got number 38, Shailene Talkington. So we've got Turkington and Talkington. It's going to be tough to pronounce, but we'll do our best. Again, just a couple names to watch out for tonight. Shailene Talkington comes from a family of athletes. Gunnar Talkington. If you've seen or listened to local Vancouver football, one of the star quarterbacks to come out of Vancouver in recent years. Graduated a couple years ago, currently at Eastern Washington. And then Shailene Talkington's sister, younger sister, is currently playing soccer at Prairie. So all over, a lot of great athletes. Hopefully hear her name quite a bit tonight. A couple more names to watch out for: Jennifer Westrand and Sydney Bodwine. Going to be both junior midfielders. So far, Battleground definitely looks to be dominating. Heritage unable to keep possession, just a couple of boots. Try to get it upfield a little bit. Again, Battleground white, attacking left to right. Heritage in the purple, attacking right to left on your screen.
Heritage looking, I mean, it's first couple of minutes, but Heritage looking pretty good right there, Kyle, with some good ball movement. Start the match off. Unfortunate touch right there. But really excited about this matchup tonight, Kyle. This is going to be a great game.
Yeah, these are two teams close in the standings. As I'm sure those of you watching at home are well aware, the 4A standings extremely top-heavy. You've got Camas Union and Skyview all dominating. Camas 5-0 on the year. 65 goals for, 14 against. Next closest is 22 goals for. So Camas definitely an offensive powerhouse. Battleground Heritage bringing up the rear, although these are teams that are on the rise with some standout players of their own. About 2.5 minutes in. Both teams seem pretty even. This is going to be a Heritage throw-in. And again, we did celebrate Heritage Senior Night tonight. So a couple of players getting roses and getting their whole families out there. And definitely appreciate their sportsmanship for the last 4 years.
Yeah, it's a great thing to honor them. And, Kyle, I really love what it does for the other players, the freshmen and sophomore and juniors. We always say you got to lead by example, and that's what these young ladies have done. And I'm sure that the young ladies following behind them will do the same for their peers as well.
Neither team really able to keep possession so far. Battleground, that was Eileen Jeschke with the ball. Sent it out wide. No freshmen on the Battleground roster, however, a gluttony of underclassmen, including sophomores and juniors. Looks like they've got about 6 to 7 seniors. It'll be interesting to see how many of them play tonight. No seniors on the no freshmen on the Heritage side either, but several sophomores, including Darian Walton, the keeper we've mentioned a couple times. You're going to see a couple excellent saves by her on the evening.
She's always been so much fun to watch. All these matches that we've had the privilege of calling over the past few years, she's just always been so much fun to watch.
She's one name that you definitely remember.
Yeah.
We always get excited to see Heritage play because of Darian Walton back there.
Yeah.
Heritage almost with an opportunity, but snuffed out by that Battleground back line. A couple of easy passes from these Tigers. Looking to maybe just get some momentum before getting on the board.
I think you're right. We're seeing some testing of the waters right now, so to speak. Battleground definitely trying to find some momentum.
Good defense there from Heritage, though.
Yeah. I think the one thing that she's on.
This is number 3 for Heritage. That's going to be Alexis Alexander, sophomore. Sends it out wide.
So I think she could have gone a little bit further with that ball before she let it go. But once again, 6 minutes in, just getting the feel for everything.
Tori Rodefer taking the goal kick for the Tigers. And I know we mentioned her at the start, Shailene Talkington. She is going to be playing forward for Battleground, already all over the field. I know she's touched the ball a couple times, but she had the ball on this near side a couple times, almost back on the defensive line. She's going to be a name to keep your eye on.
Yep, that was good by Heritage right there.
Love the pace.
Yeah.
Heritage is setting. I know Battleground is finding these passes right now, but Heritage with the upper, I don't want to say upper hand, I guess, but the intensity that you're always looking for.
The one thing I'm noticing right now, and it's super early in the match, but one thing I'm noticing we're watching some very condensed in the middle soccer right now. I would love to see Heritage or Battleground just try to spread this field out a little bit.
Yeah, we were almost spoiled watching Mountain View in this first game of the tripleheader, and they just an excellent offensive team, and their defense is nothing to scoff at either. But they spread out the field so well, and they're able to find those quick passes and just wore down Fort Vancouver in that second half.
Yeah. And you're absolutely right. So that's what I was referring to with this. And once again, we're talking the first 7-8 minutes of the match right now. So we're going to see these teams find their zone and what they want to do to be successful for tonight. But it would be nice to see everybody spread out a little bit more and work the possession.
This is Shailene Talkington that's able to force a corner kick.
See what Battleground is able to do here.
This looks like number 23 for Battleground is going to take the kick. That's Emily Cahoot.
It's a beautiful evening here at McKenzie Stadium. Sun is just now starting to set. In the first match earlier, Kyle, we saw a lot of hands over the eyes trying to shield the sun. Fortunately for these two teams, that will not be an issue at this point.
That was number 24, Eileen Jeschke, able to get a foot on it, but sends it way over the crossbar. Like to see that, though. Battleground getting first to the ball inside the 18. It's always a scary proposition for the defense.
Seeing Battleground take it nice and easy back there.
This is good pressure by Alexis Alexander, another name to watch out for. Look at that, just constantly hustling for Heritage.
And she's been from one side to the other in the first 10 minutes of this match tonight. I'm very excited to watch her play up top tonight and see what she's able to do. It's going to be hard to keep that pace, though, for the whole match.
Not many subs for either team. Battleground maybe 3 or 4. That might be generous. Heritage with 3. Good look at Darian Walton right there, keeper, sophomore for Heritage. And good kick.
You can tell we've had the pleasure of, once again, of watching her play, and
we're gonna get an offside call here. Looks like, believe, tough to tell. I think that's 24 Jeschke.
I think you're right.
May have jumped back. She was in offside position and came first to the ball. Referee tossed his flag up.
But what I was saying before the offsides is Darian Walton. We've had the pleasure of watching her a few different times, and you can tell that she is trained as a keeper and has had some good training. And we talk a lot about players on the pitch and how they see and how smart they are as a player. She's a smart goalkeeper.
She is.
It's a lot of fun watching her. She does very well.
Yeah, we'll be saying her name quite a bit here in the 6 o'clock hour.
Nice drop by Heritage right there, too.
Just like you were saying, too,
Very
Mark,
well
just the awareness to take that time, not make eye contact with the player coming on, but knowing that she's there.
Yeah.
Excellent veteran presence from the sophomore.
And exactly, because you can only attribute that to hours and hours and hours and hours of quality training. So props to her goalkeeper coaches, past and present, because they've done a great job with her. And once again, she's only a sophomore. So she's got a lot of matches ahead of her and probably will go on to play college soccer as well.
This is going to be number 20 taking the corner kick, Holly Schmitz for Heritage. Looking to get their first goal on the year, sends it out to about the 18. Heritage gets a couple Heritage gets a couple feet on it. Oh, man.
It's only the second match, Kyle.
Battleground clears it. Heritage gets it back. Battleground able to clear it.
Kyle, you and I talked before this match tonight. Both these teams are 4th and 5th in their bracket, and we knew that this was going to be a very equally based match tonight, and I think that that's what we've seen so far in this match. Both sides have kept great possession. Both sides have had equal opportunities on an attack. It's going to be a lot of fun and watching this match tonight, and I have a feeling it's not going to be a high goal scoring match like we saw in the first match this evening, but I think that it's gonna come down to the wire with these two teams.
We've talked about it a little bit. Heritage looking for their first official league goal on the year. Battleground gives up goals. They've allowed 13 in just 5 games. So if ever there was a time, it may be tonight for Heritage to get on the board, not only score, but maybe look for that W.
Yeah.
Let's go look at number 3 there for Heritage. That's Alexis Alexander. It's a beautiful evening in the PNW tonight. I know Mark was saying it's about still 60 to 65 degrees. Can't ask for much more. Mid-October. Beautiful shot of a stadium and the trees out there. Heritage with the counter here.
And with it being Heritage Senior Night, we do have a lot of spectators in the stands this evening. I know you don't see them across the pitch because they don't sit behind the coaches, but a lot of cheering on by the families here this evening at McKenzie Stadium. This is what I've liked about Heritage, or excuse me, Battleground so far this evening, Kyle. Their midfield is doing a great job of being patient and distributing the ball. There's some of the families here tonight and some of our crew. But Battleground is doing a great job in the midfield, possessing the ball. There he goes. There he is. He just heard us. But they're doing a great job in the midfield tonight, keeping possession, distributing the ball. That has been one of my highlights that I've seen from Battleground so far this evening.
I tend to agree. As far as the hustle goes, Heritage absolutely winning that battle. They are going 110% right now, not allowing Battleground any momentum. I know they're getting these passes, but that's easily scooped up from Walton back there. But 0-0 so far. Heritage has to be extremely pleased with this result.
Yeah. And you know what? And I like that shot that she just took right there. You know what? Test the goalkeeper. Test Darian Walton. You know, it's good. You got to be able to send one of those off at the early stages just to kind of get that momentum going, not only for yourself but your team as well. Test the keeper a little bit. See what's going on back there.
This is a Battleground team that's only scored 6 goals on 5 league matches too. So it'll be interesting to see where these goals come from.
Yeah.
Here's another good look at part of the camera crew out here.
I love it. These
Staying
guys,
focused, though. I like it, too.
these guys are doing great. We're so proud of our crew.
It wouldn't be possible without those guys. So, again, we've said it a couple times, but thank you guys. You're doing an awesome job out here, and just keep up the good work. Good defense there from Battleground. It's going to be a Tiger throw-in.
Looks like we're going to see our first set of substitutions for the. Oh, no, maybe not. Looked like we were going to let those subs come through, but maybe after this next dead ball.
Good ball movement here for Battleground. It's number 7 making the run. That's going to be Megan Geiger. Still retaining possession. Talkington drops it back just over the crossbar. Again, another might as well.
Yeah.
It's a good thought.
I mean, that's the second one we've seen from about 20, 25 yards out.
That was number 36 on the shot, Sydney Bodwine, junior midfielder for Battleground. One more member of the camera team down there. Got a quick look.
So, Kyle, I love this right here. You know, Battleground gets the ball off the goal kick right there. As an unfortunate, lifted her head up too much and took her eye off the ball. But they get the ball, and as soon as Battleground is getting the ball, they're immediately pushing wide, opening up the pitch. It's going to be very interesting to see what Battleground is able to do with this match tonight. Once again, we're talking 4th and 5th seeds here. They're both very equally equal caliber teams. This is anybody's match tonight.
And about 20 minutes in, we're still knotted at 0. Both teams looking to get on the board. It'll be interesting to see where these goals come from. Drop back to Darian Walton.
The interesting thing, Kyle, is that Battleground has obviously tested Darian Walton a little bit more tonight. However, the Heritage defensive line has looked pretty good.
Firm.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
look pretty good.
And that's a lot of it just comes back to hustle. They're just out hustling Battleground right now.
Yeah. I will also give Heritage props. You can hear their defensive line out there communicating with each other. They know where they want each other, and if you're not able to see behind you, you got somebody there to help you. I love that kind of teamwork.
Here's number 38, Shailene Talkington, senior forward for Battleground. Good throw in too, right inside the box. Gets all the way to Darian Walton. Number 00 for the Lady Timberwolves.
Nice move.
It was Alexis Alexander. She is so fast.
Yeah, great ball.
Sent out wide.
You know, Kyle, and
Looks like we are getting a goal kick. Oh, it's going to be offside right around the, looks like just past the 6-yard line.
but I love the give and go action. We talked in the match earlier tonight. There was a lot of gives, and we lacked some of the goes. And from what we've seen from Heritage tonight is great ball movement, the give and the go. So it liking what I'm seeing so far from both these teams.
That's number 3 right there. Tori Rotifer. Going to get the kick here. She is a sophomore defender.
Heritage making some substitutions right now.
Smart play there. Nice little momentum building play here for Battleground.
Yeah, she had time. I like it. Nice move.
Number 36 there's Sydney Bodwine, a couple of good moves, maybe holding onto the ball a little bit too much, but able to retain possession, gets it out wide. Heritage takes over around midfield. Heritage game plan right now is just maybe get one foot on it, real quick touch, and let Alexis Alexander run onto it.
Yeah.
Try to put it in the back of the net. Because as soon as they are getting the ball, they are just sending it up. Not looking for feet or anything. They're just looking to score. Just like that.
I mean, and we talk quite often as we commentate these matches that we would like to see ball possession, find feet of your own teammate. But that's one thing that Heritage has been doing tonight, and that is just clearing the ball out of the defensive end. And helping Darian Walton back there not be tested.
Oh, that was number 13 for Heritage, taking a big fall. Lexi Klinkhammer, senior midfielder.
It's going to be a throw-in for Heritage.
Shake it off.
Yeah.
And it's going to get a throw. Looks like Battleground really likes to build it through their back.
Yeah.
And just kind of let, like a wave. I mean, they'll send it back and just kind of, it's very methodical. Defensive midfielder out wide, send in forward.
And they love going to that left side. They seem to really favor that side over there. So that's something that hopefully Heritage coaching staff is picking up on. Some talking points at halftime, I'm sure. Got about 16 minutes to go in this first half. We're still scoreless.
It's going to be scooped up from the Battleground keeper, Madison Kellogg. A couple words of wisdom from the head coach, Jason Bichel, for Battleground.
Love seeing that. Love seeing that. Well done, Coach.
Again, here's Battleground building it through the back, looking to set it up. What that does, too, is it allows you to retain possession, but it does take a while. If you're going one line to the other, it does take a while to ride that wave and get it all the way to the top. However, again, you're retaining possession.
Yeah.
The other thing is, too, it's a lot of passes. If one thing goes wrong, and that's always your game plan, you got to start over. A lot of room for error in that game plan, but we'll see if it works out for him.
Yeah. If it works, you
That's
can be
argued.
successful with it.
And there's Heritage just giving a big old boot. Good effort there. That was number 10 running onto it from Heritage. That's Julia Knapp. A little bit of miscommunication from the Tigers there. Yeah, we're just going to give it to Darian Walton and let her do Darian Walton things.
I'm really impressed, Kyle, with both these teams right now and the equal possession that we've seen from both squads tonight. Just as I sit there and I see something from Battleground and I think, oh wow, look at Battleground. They're really finding their place in this match. Heritage comes and does the same thing.
I really like seeing the ball movement from Mountain View, or I'm sorry, Battleground without the ball.
Yeah.
You're going to see these ladies making runs, overlaps. As soon as they pass it, they're gone too. They're looking to create something big. And you have to, too, if that's your game plan, is building it one pass at a time. It's tough to make passes without moving.
I would agree with you 100%. I do think that Battleground is definitely moving with the ball, and they've got some fast ladies out there.
That's Hannah Paris with the throw-in, number 26 for the Tigers. And
Great switch.
Good heads-up play. Again, building it through the back. Sent out wide, try to get back into the mid. And here we go again, just right back to the back.
Yeah, reset. And what's interesting about this one is we're about the 40-yard line of Heritage, so definitely gives Battleground the momentum right there.
Heritage with the throw-in goes right to Battleground head. See if they can clear it. Maybe too big of a touch. This is going to be 21. Riley Anderson sent in. Darian Walton able to grab that. Darian Walton really hasn't been tested tonight, even though Battleground's dominating possession. Just no shots inside the 18 yet. A couple about 25 to 30 yards out. And Darian Walton's going to get those all day.
And in those situations, too, Kyle, they've either gone over the crossbar or have been wide.
Right.
So you're absolutely right. I mean, it's nothing. Battleground has more shots on goal right now. However, none of them have really pushed Darian Walton to her limits.
We're in the 29th minute so far. Almost half an hour underway. 0-0. Heritage not many, if any, chances so far, although they are going to get a throw-in inside about the 25-yard line. It'll be what I see Heritage doing is if they're going to get a goal tonight, it's going to be one long boot, Alexis Alexander running onto it and getting it. Inside the 30-yard line, I don't think they're as dangerous as of when they're 60 yards out.
Yeah. And that goes back to the comment I made earlier in this match. Both teams in the midfield, and like you're saying, oops, a little bump right there. I don't think it was anything intentional.
Yeah, number 4 there for Heritage. Apologizes, Annette Fasundo, senior forward.
But like I was saying, Kyle, in the midfield, both teams are cool, calm, collected, good possession, lifting their heads. But we've only seen strikes from Battleground, and that's not even in the 18, like you were saying. That's about 20, 25 yards out. But we haven't seen that yet from Heritage this evening.
Yeah, I don't know if Heritage has the goal scorers like that. I don't know if they're able to take those 30-yard shots and test the keeper. I think they have to get a run on. They have these they're faster than Battleground. We've seen that tonight. They've got some athletes out there that can run, and I think that's going to be their goal.
I agree with you 100%. Battleground has some fast runners. They're very athletic. It's very impressive watching them, but we haven't seen them push it into that final third and inside the 18 yet to see some ball movement in there. But once again, like we said earlier, that's credit to Heritage's defensive line.
And again, we just saw it there too. Heritage able to stand up against these Battleground counters. And Madison Kellogg doing a fine job back there of coming out when she needs to. Hasn't been tested yet, but she's making her opportunities count. This is going to be Heritage number 4 again. Annette Fasundo sending it in.
Looks like this is going to be a throw-in for Heritage. Looks like we might do a substitution first. Yeah, here we go. It's going to be a substitution for Heritage. It's like, oh, yep, number 3, Alexis Alexander just came back in. I was a little surprised, Kyle, when they subbed her out about 10 minutes ago.
Well, the thing with her game is she is going to give huge bursts of speed, so she's going to need rest. She's probably got about maybe 8 minutes of just sprint time in her, and then grab some water, take a break, come back in, sprint for 8 more minutes, and try to do it again.
You know what, and it's great to hear you say that, because you're absolutely right. At one point when she was playing before she got subbed out, she made a run, an incredible run, and at about the 10-yard line, after the play was cleared by the Battleground defensive line, she was hunched over catching her breath. So you could tell that she had given everything she could, and you know, she needed to catch her breath. So you make a very, very good point that might be the strategy of the Heritage head coach this evening.
But look at Heritage just refusing to give up. That's number 13 again, Lexi Klinkhammer. Heritage really putting the pressure on Battleground here.
Yeah. I've got to give Battleground props as well with their ball movement. We're seeing 1-2 touches and then releasing of the ball, and it's not just a big boot up the field or into the corner or something like that. They're finding feet with about 5-10 foot passes, and it'll be interesting to see if that helps them through this night. I would like to think that would be an advantage for them.
I would be really curious to see the pass numbers this game, because these are two teams with completely different strategies. I would say Heritage has maybe had double-digit passes tonight to feet, and Battleground has to be closing on maybe triple digits.
You see, you're bringing up some excellent points here, and I agree with you 100%. However, at the same time, we're sitting here talking about how equal this match is right now. So it's very fascinating seeing two different strategic games by each of these coaches and teams. However,
and here we go. This is the run from Alexis Alexander. This is exactly what we're talking about 60 yards out, shot goes wide, but that is going to be their win condition right there, is getting that ball booted up, Alexis Alexander running onto that.
And let's look right now. You can see on your TV screen at home, there's 3 defenders back. Now, granted, that's 1v3 for Alexis Alexander. However, with what Kyle was just saying, she was able to outrun that defensive line. If she gets a good enough breakthrough, it could be real trouble for the Battleground keeper. Here we go. That's number 16, Sydney Thompson.
That's a good shot there.
Yeah, great testing of the keeper right there.
That was a good save from Kellogg back there in the goal. Ref says no handball. We're going to play on. I believe this is Fasundo again.
We're seeing some momentum from Heritage right now.
We're going to get a real close offside call about the 30-yard line. Excellent shot.
Yeah, look at that beautiful shot. Yeah.
The lights are coming on. And
well done. Love that.
As we approach 5 minutes left in this first half, good look there from the camera crew. Again, offside call, 30-yard line, extremely close from Alexis Alexander. And Mark, I know you were talking about just two different styles of play here, and that's what makes soccer so great. There's not one. I mean, we have our preferred styles, but there's not one right way to play this game.
Here she is.
Alexis Allen, good boot there. I don't know if that was her on the shot, but forced Kellogg to make a play.
It wasn't, Kyle, but you know what I love about what she just did right there? Drive that ball into the 18. You never know when somebody's going to clip your heel or something like that, and you get all of a sudden a penalty kick, 1-0.
Did not even think about that. PK absolutely would put them on the board also.
Yeah. I'm sure Heritage and Battleground will take it however they can get it right now.
About 4 minutes left in this first half. 0-0 Battleground Heritage, 2 evenly matched teams. Again, thank you for tuning in to EPS Sports. Channels 28 and 328. Joining Mark and myself here on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Good shot there from Battleground. It was a left foot, too.
Yeah.
Good rip.
And so, Kyle, I want to go back real quick with what you were just saying a few minutes ago about how this is such a beautiful game, and whether it's two different strategies, you can also say the same thing for how these coaches come out and line up their formations.
Absolutely.
On the field, there's just so many different elements to making each team successful, and we're seeing a great window of that tonight with these two teams. We're seeing two totally different strategical mindsets from the players and the coaching staff out here tonight, but we're finding a very well-balanced match.
And that's what makes these coaches so brilliant too. Is they're using these pieces that they're given. Each of these players, they're using their talents as best as they know how. And using Alexis Alexander to sprint onto the ball, all of these backline defenders for Heritage, just able to get these big boots. That's how they're going to get goals, and Coach Housley knows that.
Right.
And he's using those pieces as well as he can.
Yep. Many have referred to it as a great game of chess, and you could definitely see that with this matchup tonight.
Good look at Brian Housley there. Deep in concentration.
Well, there's also the element, Kyle, of playoffs coming up soon. So,
Another about 25-yard shot from Battleground there.
No contest for Darian Walton, though. But, playoffs are coming up. So, here we go. Once
Alexis
again.
Alexander using that speed. What a good play there by Battleground. That's number 9, I believe, Alexi Turkington. That may shut down that Heritage strategy real quick if Turkington can keep up with Alexis Alexander.
Really impressive right there. And she did a great job not creating the foul. She just went straight shoulder to shoulder. Great defensive play right there. There she goes.
We're going to get an offside call here. I like that one. I like that offside call.
Yes, that was a good offside call tonight.
Good look at confident referee there.
But like I was saying, we got playoffs coming up. These coaches are definitely looking to find what's going to work for them and make them most successful going into the postseason.
Good hustle there from Alexis Alexander, again refusing to give up. It may be a foul, though. Referee's going to say, hey, maybe tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, he's pointing to the ground, so I think she's going to have a free kick.
Under 2 minutes left is going to be up to the referee's discretion how much we want to add to injury time. Hasn't been many fouls or chasing the ball tonight. Can't imagine it's going to be any more than 2 minutes, really.
Yeah. I've been very impressed, Kyle, with this first half from both sides tonight.
We definitely are getting treated to an evenly matched game tonight.
What makes it interesting, Kyle, getting ready to end this first half and looking forward to the second half is that this matchup tonight, you find one team to find the back of the net, and it could be really difficult for the other team to do so.
Absolutely. We're seeing some good defense tonight. And with that is that's going to conclude the first half. couple of zeros on the board for either team.
But nothing for either squad to be upset about. That was a great first half by both Battleground and Heritage. We're going to send everything back to the truck right now and let those guys do what they do best. And look at that beautiful shot. You can come back and join us for the second half here in about 10 minutes. Thank you so much for joining us for that first half, and we'll catch you on the other side of these quick messages.
Get one if you need it.
It's a day for technology and teamwork for these 7th grade science students at Chehalis Middle School.
And we're too short.
So if it's facing this way, how would we need to turn it to go that way?
Students are learning how to program tiny robots called spheros to navigate through a kind of obstacle course, a series of geometric patterns, all while changing colors and emitting pre-programmed sounds along the way.
It's fun because you get to program it to do whatever you want it to do.
The lesson allows technology to become a tool for learning.
Remember, it's trial and error. So if you don't get it the first time, you just go back and you adjust. It's called refactoring.
The kids right now, they're learning scientific inquiry skills. They're learning about variables. They're learning how to problem solve. They're learning engineering skills. They can put these basic things, later on in life they're going to say, okay, well, I remember back when I was doing the Spherobot lab that I had to break these steps apart. I had to chunk it apart. I had to identify where the problem was before I could make a solution to that problem. So they're able to start off with those just very basic skills of being able to identify what exactly is going wrong and how they can fix that.
Students tackle problems through trial and error.
It wasn't going fast enough, or wasn't the right angle to hit the sticky note, so sometimes it would go where it wasn't supposed to go, so we just changed the speed and angle by a little bit, and then we got it to hit the sticky note.
And then we had it roll for 135 degrees at 135 degrees so it can turn right. And the speed was at 60 for 2 seconds so it can be somewhat in a circle.
And it's not just learning geometry and physics concepts along with computer coding skills. Students are using one-to-one learning devices to share their work by uploading videos of their spheros in action to a PowerPoint presentation, and then sharing their work with their teacher using Google Classroom. Some students even use a simple graphics program to map out some of the things they want their sphero to do.
Kind of draw on it, and we could draw what shape we want to do, or draw what colors what we want it to be at every single turn.
And with this hands-on use of technology, students have those aha moments that can come from working collaboratively as a team.
And they're also learning skills like teamwork, life skills like that, how to work together, how to bounce ideas off of one another. And that's what we do in the science community and the engineering community.
All right, start it.
Well, the magic of TV really is truly done behind the scenes. It's the people in the back that are the real MVPs. The viewers in Clark County, the real winners of the broadcast crews delivering football, volleyball, soccer, track, hoops, you name it, they've got it. We go tag team with Vancouver Public Schools Game Time and Evergreen Public Schools Sports Broadcasting in tonight's High School Spotlight. This is reality TV. Student-driven, behind the lens and behind the switcher.
Something usually goes wrong right at the very beginning in the studio.
That's TV.
The TV stars beyond the Friday night lights are the man hours logged after school by the crews for VPS Game Time and Evergreen Sports. We're both ready for prime time.
People always ask, why you keep doing this when you could just go home and hang out. To me, this is kind of hanging out because it's that much fun.
VPS and EPS are instructed by former local television news producers Nick Voll and Matt Griffin.
As somebody who's worked in news, I've seen what a good production looks like, what a professional production looks like, and that's what these kids are getting.
We're trying to give them a real-life job experience that they could take into any type of video field, broadcasting field.
The student volunteers are in video production courses during the school day before the broadcast day begins. Comcast Cable Channel 328, as well as their respective live feeds on Facebook and YouTube.
I don't really see it as extra work. It's really fun to me, and Getting to do this after a long school day is sometimes hard because I can get pretty tired, but overall, it's pretty engaging.
And not all jobs are created equal.
I actually ran the instant replay machine, which everyone says is the hardest job, which it is.
Both broadcasts deliver the images differently. VPS streams over a fiber network to a control room a few miles away. EPS completely on scene. The production truck at the stadium or gym where the broadcast is originating from.
One of the things that we appreciate is that our school districts actually support this sort of thing, that they don't view it as some sort of, extra thing. It's something that actually benefits our community, from the folks at home watching to the kids on the court or the field and the kids behind the camera. It's something that they value, and we appreciate that.
And the programs have churned out some professionals in the industry, like Timber's Emmy Award-winning director, Patrick Brown.
This gives an opportunity to just create that school spirit, showcase students doing positive things in a way where they can learn real-life job skills.
Here's you. Here's your future. You can be anything you want. The possibilities are endless. But it's scary. What do you want to do? Do you know? Check out Cascadia Tech Academy. With 16 programs, it's a great way to explore careers and get hands-on learning. If you think Cascadia Tech is not right for you, let's bust some myths. Myth number 1. Cascadia Tech won't really help me land a great career. That couldn't be more false. We've got 16 programs that can lead to good-paying jobs that your friends who just attend high school won't be qualified to get.
You can learn stuff that you can immediately take out and go into real life and do. We're worth our weight in gold in this program.
Myth number 2. Cascadia Tech is not for college-bound students. But it is. We've got honor students, students going to 2- or 4-year colleges, and students planning on entering a trade after high school, so everyone.
I love all the programs here are so great. You talk to people from different programs and they say the same thing, like they just love it, and the community that's here and all the skills that you learn.
The fact is, Cascadia Tech gives you both academic and technical training to prepare you for life after high school, no matter where that takes you.
1, 2.
Myth number 3. Cascadia Tech is weak in academic content. Again, false. Here's the deal. Cascadia Tech takes a deeper dive into careers that are very much in demand. You're going to come out of high school with an advantage over everyone else because you learn real skills for the real world. Those algebra skills you're learning right now at Cascadia Tech, you'll actually use them to build and design. Myth number 4. Cascadia Tech takes away from my high school experience. In fact, you'll spend half your day at Cascadia Tech and the other half at your high school. You get to hang out with your friends, still get to participate in sports, music, and clubs. That doesn't mean you're not going to meet a lot of new friends right here at Cascadia Tech. The students here share a passion for learning.
I get to just be surrounded by people who love the same thing I do, and it really motivates me to keep following my passion.
So we just busted a bunch of myths. Here are the real facts. Cascadia Tech is your avenue for careers that are in demand. You get to explore career options for free. You're going to learn teamwork, problem solving, and interpersonal skills. It's just what employers are looking for. So, think about your future. You want to graduate ready for a lucrative career? Cascadia Tech is a great first step towards college, trade school, or even your first job.
I would definitely recommend to anyone who would like to truly follow their passion and follow their dream.
Cascadia Tech is amazing. I'm always recommending it to students.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore. And frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy, and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
What's your reaction? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
This is their world.
Nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Open in the middle of the football backfield, catches it for a touchdown. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Cool with the big three. Great. Takes it all the way now. Nice.
Welcome back to Heritage versus Battleground here at Mackenzie Stadium on this beautiful Tuesday evening. I am Kyle.
And I am Mark Petrossi.
We are tied at 0 here, looking forward to the second half. Both teams looking to get on the board first. Again, Mark, a tale of two equally matched teams. A beautiful shot of the stadium here. Again, that's the far side. That's why you don't see many parents over there or anything. We do have a fairly full crowd tonight, with it being senior night for Heritage. Good look at Darian Walton, one of the players in the match. Nice little fist bump there.
She hasn't been tested too much this evening, but Battleground has definitely shot a couple balls off, and they've either gone wide or just over the crossbar.
Battleground's going to get this kick to start. Again, 0-0 here. Heritage, not many opportunities, and squashing those few Battleground opportunities so far. Battleground limited to just a couple of 30-yard heaves.
So, Kyle, I think what's going to be really interesting for not only us but the viewers at home watching on EPS Sports is we're going to see a quick indication of what coaches talk to their players about at halftime.
Definitely.
Because this was such an equally matched game in the first half. We're going to see what some of the talking points were. I have a feeling by how some of these players play going and starting the second half. And here's a great indication right here.
Battleground looking to strike, but able to clear it out is Heritage.
And that's what we talked about all first half, right? Heritage defensive line has looked really good tonight, and Battleground is able to get it into that final third, and Heritage has done a great job with clearing it.
There's Sydney Thomason for Heritage, one of the seniors on the team, being guarded there by number 7, Megan Geiger of Battleground. Good thought there. That's going to be number 6 for Heritage running onto it. Emmeline Van House. Staying with it. Refusing to give up. And it's going to be a Tiger throw-in.
One thing I think both teams are happy about, and the spectators as well, Kyle, is we have no rain tonight.
Oh, you better knock on some wood there. I'm not getting rained on tonight.
It's a beautiful evening here in Vancouver at Mackenzie Stadium.
We've got about 4 minutes before it starts pouring because of you now, Mark.
I will
cloud in the sky until you said that.
I will apologize to both coaches and teams.
Looks like Battleground trying to push the ball up. First half, they really built through that defense up to the mids and then up to the forwards. It's going to be interesting if they stick with that strategy and see how it pays off for them. Already it does look like they're trying to push that tempo a little bit more, maybe not quite as content building it through the defense. Good ball there.
Yeah, here's Battleground.
Sent in.
Nice cross. Looks like just an unlucky touch off her foot when the ball came down.
Good effort, though, from Battleground.
It's going to be a goal kick for Heritage.
And that's Darian Walton. Keep your eye on her. Smart player, too. Extremely talented, but very heads up. Even just, she saw an open player in the midfield, knew she could get it there, so hurried up and took that goal kick.
There's Alexis Alexander. We talked about her a lot in the first half. Great little flick with her head, trying to make something happen.
Alexis Alexander is going to be one of those players where she's sort of like a wind-up car, I guess. You got the little dial and you twist it, and they just go
boom, gone.
But then they need a break. Then you
Yeah.
got to wind them up again. So, and that's going to be what Alexis Alexander brings to the table. She's going to be so fast, but she is going to need some time to build that back up.
Well, and Kyle, you made a great observation in the first half that she does. She is the type of player that gives 110%. And you're right. Coach subbed her out about 15, 20 minutes into the first half, gave her about a 10-minute break, and put her back in to finish off the rest of the half. And I think, and great observation from the coach's perspective to see that this is how this player is. So, hey, you know what? Let her do her thing. Let her go out, maximize her energy on the field when she's out there, give her that little break that she needs, and then put her back out. I'm sure we'll see that again here in the second half for her.
Good heads-up play there from Battleground. Does result in a Timberwolf throw-in.
Good work right there by Battleground to win that ball.
I know you've touched on it a couple times, Mark, but that Battleground defensive line is so strong.
Yeah. Great ball right there.
And this is something we did not see from the Tigers in the first half. They were just pushing the pace.
Yeah.
In the first half, they were very content, able to just sort of dink it around, try to find those passes. That was definitely a conversation at halftime where we need to score. We need to get on these guys. We need to push up the tempo.
I agree. And they're doing it. And you know, Kyle, we talked a lot in the first half as well with nice little try by Heritage right there. We talked a lot about Battleground and the ball movement that they had and how they would also move off the ball as well. That could definitely help Battleground find the back of the net in the second half.
Definitely a talking point for head coach Jason Beachell. We got to match Heritage intensity.
Yeah.
They're beating us on that right now. I know it's tied 0-0, but they're bringing the heat, and we're not.
Yeah. And ironically enough, with that being said, Battleground was able to thread a lot more passes in the first half. It's been a very fascinating game. This has been a great match. I'm sure all the viewers at home have been enjoying it just as much as we have.
Like you said too, this is a chess match.
Yeah.
First half, Battleground was just sort of moving their pawns one space at a time. Right now, they're pushing the rooks, they're pushing the bishops, they're going for that king.
Yeah.
They're not wasting any more moves, any more time.
And I hate to keep going back to this, but once again, playoffs are right around the corner. So this is momentum building to go into the postseason right here. You're content with a draw, but you really want to find that win.
Good thought there from Battleground. Just not enough communication on that play.
Ironically enough, that was the one time a player didn't make the run.
That's right. And the one time they didn't shoot from about 25 yards out.
That too, yeah.
Just a sort of perfect storm from Battleground. And I know you keep bringing up playoffs too, Mark. There's 5 teams in the 4A Greater St. Helens standings. Battleground are 4 and 5 respectively. However, all those teams, from my understanding, still go to playoffs. And it's if you're not going to win, there's nothing more fun than being the spoiler and knocking out one of those teams.
Most definitely.
So, and like you said, this is momentum building. They are learning right now, and they are looking to take down one of those playoff teams.
And from the way both these teams have been playing tonight, I could see either team coming in and finding an upset.
They need a lot of things to go right for them, but if they get that one good piece, it could happen.
Here we go.
This is
Here we
exactly
go.
what we're talking about.
Here
Alexis
we go.
Alexander, look at that sprint speed.
Here we go. Here we
Sean
go.
sent in. Oh, beautiful save there from Madison Kellogg, but that is exactly what we're talking about, 70 yards out. Heritage is so dangerous.
That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And that's the different style of both these teams right here. Look at what we've been seeing from Battleground. Good ball movement, 5, 10-foot passes, getting into the 18 and trying to find that strike like we've been seeing in the second half. And there you go with Battleground, with Heritage, getting that long ball to Alexis Alexander, and she's off to the races.
I guarantee Battleground would much rather have Heritage have the ball inside maybe their own 20-yard line.
Yeah.
But if they're 60 to 70 yards out, that is when Heritage is most dangerous.
And here's what I said in the first half as well. You get that ball to Alexis Alexander, and you get her into the 18, and if she's ahead of the defensive line, you're looking at an easy trip from behind or some unfortunate mistake that all of a sudden gives Heritage a penalty kick, and they're on the board if they find the back of the net.
And look at that. There she is again, just sort of disrupting that that common collective defense that we've come to know from Battleground. And look at it right there. She needs a break. It's time to wind up the car again.
We see that a lot from her. She makes these just exceptional runs, and then she needs a quick break just to re-get her energy back. But can we talk again? She's only a sophomore. So, by the time this young lady is a senior.
Here she is.
Yep.
Oh, good try there. And she might be sleeping. Tough to tell. Ref's going to say, hey, we're going to stop for a second.
Looks like Battleground just kind of tripped over her as she went down, unfortunately. But yeah, so once again, she's a sophomore.
Hopefully she's not holding her knee. I hate to see knee injuries. Yeah, it looks like Coach is saying, is it left knee? That'd be a big loss for Heritage, too. Hopefully she's going to be okay.
Yeah. Let's just hope she just using that break that she needed.
Coming up on the 14th minute of play here. It looks like the coaches are in good spirits. She's able to straighten out that knee, which is one of the biggest concerns.
And you can usually tell in this situation if a player is really feeling the pain, and I don't think she's comfortable necessarily, but yeah, I'm hoping it's not as bad as it could be. Here's a replay.
Reaches.
Oh yeah, she just tweaks that knee right there.
Yeah, it looked like she planted wrong and trying to reach for it. That is so scary.
She's up and walking off the pitch right now, which is good.
I've dealt with a couple knee injuries in my life, in my playing career, and it just hurts. It's devastating to see somebody else go down with anything like that. Able to put pressure on it, though. Another good thing.
Yeah, hopefully she can just walk it off.
If you're Brian Housley, too, just Alexis, don't worry about playing tonight. Just get healthy.
Yeah.
It looked like the bench players were kind of having a good time, too, kind of laughing. So hopefully Alexis Alexander is going to be kind of making jokes over there, able to take a break and just relax.
We'll keep an eye on her and try to give you guys at home who are watching at home some updates on whether or not she's up and moving around and things of that nature.
Looks like she's able to kind of move it around. Smiles on the Heritage bench, though. That's good news.
So Heritage drops it back to Battleground.
Good sportsmanship there. It's going to be a Battleground goal kick. Good touch there. Battleground really not missing a beat, able to keep those passes coming. Again, we want to thank you for watching at home on EPS Sports Channel 28 and 328. We still have one more game left tonight, starting at 8 o'clock. It's going to be Union Skyview. It should be another excellent matchup between the second and third place teams in the 3A league. So stick around. Catch more soccer with us.
We're not going anywhere.
We'll be right here for the other game.
You know, Kyle, one thing that I do want to mention real quick with Alexis Alexander being walked off like that, she is over on the sideline walking around right now, which is a good sign. She's actually even doing a little running right now. But we talked about this. She theoretically got subbed off halfway through the first half for a breather. So, you know, hopefully she can get over there, have some water, stretch her knee out a little bit, and be ready to come back in for the last, 15, 20 minutes of this match.
Like you were just saying, too, anything can happen inside that 18. We almost had a Battleground handball there.
Yeah.
It was unintentional, but inside the 18, that is so scary. Could have been the first league goal for Heritage on the year.
Yeah.
It's Lexi Klinkhammer able to stick with it inside the 18. Gets it out wide. Excellent defense there from the Tigers. It does result in a Heritage throw-in, but again, just waiting for that other player to make a mistake.
Yeah.
And capitalizing on those mistakes.
And that might be what this match comes down to. One mistake by one of the teams.
Good shot there. Look at all the space to attack, and that's going to be dangerous for number 36 on Battleground. That's Sydney Bodwine recognizing that.
Kyle, it's really unlucky. That was a great idea, but she was making her run.
I think this is number 38, Shailene Talkington. Looks like it going to result in a corner.
But Kyle, you said something there. Look at all the open space. That was the first thing that I noticed when Battleground got the possession right there, is they had all the room in the world that they needed.
That's right. And with 23 minutes remaining in the first half, this is going to be 23 taking the kick. That's Emily Cahoot taking the corner. Battleground looking to get on the board, stacking that 18, sent into about the 6. Heritage able to clear. Look at all this.
Yeah, here's a counter.
This is a big counter.
There we go.
She's onside, easy. This is Lexi Klinkhammer.
Go back.
We talked about it a couple times during the Mountain View Fort Vancouver game, where Mountain View ended up winning 11-0. 8 of those goals coming in the first half, but it could have been a whole lot more if they were able to find those passes along the 6-yard line to somebody trailing, waiting for that ball.
Just like we saw right there.
Just like we saw right there, Lexi Klinkhammer, if she was able to send that, just a small touch, goalie's out of position, you just slot that in the back of the net, and you got yourself a 1-0 lead.
Yeah. And we've seen this from Heritage this whole match. Their counterattack has been very impressive. I'm sorry for everybody at home to keep going back to this, but it's very fascinating to watch the two different strategies behind both these teams. Battleground is trying to keep possession and do these 5-10-foot passes, building into the final third of Heritage to try to find the back of the net. And Heritage is just looking for that long ball to send somebody off to the races, to make it a 1v1 situation. And both teams have been pretty darn successful with what they've been trying to do all night. Now, granted, we're still scoreless right now, but they've been successful with what they're trying to achieve.
Love the effort we're seeing from both sides, too. These are two teams that want that win.
Oh.
Again,
a little
maybe
too much.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that was even Talkington that was supposed to make that run. Nearly worked out for him. We're going to get a Heritage throw-in. Heritage down to 10 players. They're going to wait for Talkington to come back onto the field to play.
Center official says, yeah, hold on just a second, please.
And she's back.
Yeah, now we're ready to play.
Battleground throw in here. 20 minutes left. Second half of a scoreless game. Oh, this is a good ball.
Look at this. Here we go.
And this is 3 people converging on the ball. That's heads up from Kellogg. Again, 0-0 back there for keep.
And that was number 6, Amelin Van House for Heritage making the run. And Kyle, I got to give her massive props because she made that outstanding run. As soon as keeper picked it up for Battleground, she was immediately turning around and running right back into position to
Smart
get ready
play.
for the defensive side. Love seeing that.
Yeah, again, just comes back to the hustle and comes back to that effort. It's if Heritage does end up finding the back of the net tonight, it's going to be because of their effort tonight. It's something we don't get to see very often, but just the whole team giving 110% every play.
Yeah. Kyle, I want to give props to Heritage coaching staff once again as well, because you and I, we've played for a long time. We've been commentating these matches for a long time. We've been watching soccer for a long time, and you and I both talk quite often about the fact a lot of these matches that we see, you can see where the training comes into play. You can tell the teams that don't put a lot into building the endurance and extracurricular training besides just passing the ball, striking the ball, things of that nature. And we're seeing from Heritage tonight a well-trained team.
That's right. Absolutely.
You can't make these runs without having that physical endurance and the strength to be able to make those runs.
That was a neat little play there from Megan Geiger. Unable to keep it in, though. Looks like we're going to get a couple Tiger subs coming on, and one Heritage player. It looks like this is number 3.
She was doing a little running over there. I think she was able to work it out. You're absolutely right. Alexis Alexander is back on the pitch, ready for action.
I like to see that. Just not even that she's getting some more minutes tonight, but that she's able to run around. That's always good to see.
Yeah. Now it'll be interesting to see if she favors one side.
Heritage throw in. Maybe on the ground is what the referee's saying.
Was it a push from behind?
Kind of the sense I've...
No, it's a throw. I was with you on that one, Kyle. It kind of looked like he was pointing to the ground or something.
Here's a good look at Alexis Alexander being guarded also by number 3, Tori Rodefer. And Alexis Alexander just a shark swimming in the water waiting for that moment to strike. There's a lot of metaphors tonight to describe her, but Battleground making these good passes too, and yet Heritage able to clear it. That's kind of what we were saying too. It takes a while for this Battleground attack to sort of find its rhythm, and a lot of passes to get it up there. And if one thing goes wrong, you got to restart. Alexis Alexander just kind of jogging along.
But I love how she knew she was offsides right there, and she didn't even make a run for that ball.
Smart. Heads up play. It's going to be close. Oh.
That's a little heavy touch right there for a ball back to the keeper.
It's a good left foot, though, from Darian Walton. Not only able to get it up in the air, but able to keep it in. Yeah, and that was going to be another 35-yard shot from Battleground.
But, Battleground has got some really strong players. They've been sending them all night, and I don't see why they would stop now.
Another Heritage sub coming on, and it's going to be a Tiger throw-in. It's number 38. I believe that's Talkington, Shailene Talkington. Sends it into the box. She's got a good throw. They took a couple throw-ins near the corner that almost got into the 6. That's such a dangerous play right there.
Yeah. It's going to be a corner kick for Battleground.
Should be, I want to say, Emily Cahoot again on the kick. Again, Battleground stacking that 18, looking to run onto that play. There we go, and there's Darian Walton right there.
What a save. What a save. Love watching her play. There she is.
That's two players that know how to play soccer, and that was Shailene Talkington able to get ahead on that, and Darian Walton able to say.
And let's give the header props. It was a beautiful header. I mean, anybody else besides Darian Walton back there, and that could have been a goal.
Absolutely.
Well done by Heritage. Oh, went off the referee.
Haven't seen that speed from Alexis Alexander. You have to think that knee's bothering her. Very nice, excellent replay there from the camera crew.
Kyle, you're absolutely right. Alexis Alexander we haven't seen any of those high-paced runs from her just yet since she's come back on. I don't think the coaching staff would have let her come back on, though, if she wasn't really feeling okay and able to play. So
I hope that's the case. I would imagine that is the case. Just not being able to run worries me.
Well, she is standing over there by the midfield line right now. I wonder if she's about to get subbed out, because we do have a Heritage player waiting as well for a sub.
This is going to be a Heritage sub, and you are right.
Yeah,
Alexander just doesn't have it.
I think they need to just let her rest for the rest of the night.
I agree. Just 13 minutes left. That's okay.
Yeah.
Just take a seat. Let's talk.
Yeah, and you got to love, look at both the coaches coming over. You got to love, though, that she wanted to come back out for her team. Yeah, she's rubbing her knee right there. You got to love, though, that she wanted to come back out and try to make something happen for her team. Any coach loves seeing that from your players. So, but I think that she needs to just kind of rest for the rest of the night. And there's always another match on Thursday.
That's right. Battleground unable to get any momentum. We're going to see if Heritage can maybe find some of their own.
Heritage. Sydney Thompson is so.
Number 16?
16, yeah, up top, who kind of came in for Alexis Alexander. We did see a couple of good runs from her So I still have faith in the Heritage front line that they could still go with the strategy that they've been going with all night. And like I said, she seemed to have some good runs tonight.
Yeah, Sydney Thomason doesn't have the speed that Alexis Alexander does, but not many people do. What Thomason does bring to the table is she's able to control and keep her head up and find those open passes. Another very dangerous player for Heritage. I've seen a couple strikes from her tonight, albeit deep ones, but shots nonetheless. Ball gets popped up in the air a couple times. A lot of green to attack for Battleground. Heritage able to...
well done. Kyle, we've got about 10 minutes left in this match, and the talking points at the end of this match might come down to both Battleground and Heritage's defensive line.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're doing a great job, too. It's really what's keeping both of those teams in the thick of it.
Because we talked at the very beginning of this match, about 5-10 minutes in, both teams in the middle of the pitch, the possession has been great. But as soon as they get to the final third on either side, both defensive lines have closed everything down.
And while that is a testament to those defensive lines, both teams combining to score 6 league goals, all 6 of those coming from Battleground. Heritage has no league goals. So it's interesting that maybe they just don't have the firepower up top. Mm-hmm. But again, credit to those defensive lines that if they do, they don't have to worry about it. It's just excellent defensive play tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've seen great ball movement in the middle of the field, but in the final thirds, both sides seem to get shut down before they can really get a strike off.
That's a good ball.
Yeah, and we got the AR with the flag up. They're going to go ahead and give it to him, but it did look like she was maybe just a leg off.
And as I said, that's a good ball, too. I keep forgetting we have Darian Walton back there. She's going to get those all day.
Nice and easy for her right there. It blows me away, Kyle, that Darian Walton is only a sophomore.
Well, I remember we covered her a couple times last year, and she was a freshman.
Right.
Just as talented.
Yeah. Once again, coaches, if goalkeeper coaches, if you have trained Darian Walton, major props. You guys have done very well with her. Looks like the ball took a little run outside the track. It's going to be a throw-in for Heritage.
Got 8.5 minutes left to play now. Second half, 0-0 still.
You know, Kyle, some people, one of the things they don't like about soccer is the fact that these matches can come down to a draw, 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, whatever the case may be. For me personally, as a big fan of the sport, seeing a match like this end at 0-0, I have no problem with it. Of course you want to see a team win, don't get me wrong. But when you see both teams equally balanced, pushing both sides, and nobody's able to find the back of the net, to me, that's still a heck of a match.
I couldn't agree more. I think we're pretty lucky to be covering a game tonight between two evenly matched teams like this.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun for me.
I think if this ends in a 0-0 draw also, I think Heritage counts out as a win.
Most definitely.
I think they played well enough to get that W tonight. Just I know we've mentioned it, but Alexis Alexander, if she could have put one of those away, that'd be a big win for Heritage.
Yeah. That was some good ball movement by number 24 right there for Battleground. I liked how she was able to control and dribble the ball in that midfield.
The other thing, too, is a lot of times if like in the NFL, if we see a team, they have the saying "playing for the tie" or "playing not to lose." I don't see that from Heritage tonight. They're definitely playing for the win.
Sure.
It's tied 0-0, but they're still looking to score. They're not content with a tie right now. I think at the end, if the end result was a tie, they'd be happy with that. But right now, they want to win.
Yeah. And that shows heart, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And we got 6 minutes left, and we're going to have a little, maybe a minute or two of extra time from when Alexis Alexander did go down. So theoretically, not a lot of time left in the match, but there's enough time for somebody to find the back of the net still. And that's another beautiful thing about this game, right? It could come down to that last minute or two. Who's got the heart? Who's got the drive? Who wants it more?
That's right. You can tell a lot about just somebody's character by how they act in the 89th or 90th minute of a tied game.
Yep. Now, I will say, Kyle, for the second half, I'm going to give Heritage the advantage. They seem, we've seen Heritage in Battlegrounds final third a lot in this second half. More, I feel, than we did in the first half.
I agree. I think this is a different Heritage team than we saw in the first half.
Yeah. And sometimes that's hard, right? Because you've worked so hard in the first half. You've already played 40 minutes, and now you're coming into the second half. You don't have those fresh legs like you did at the start of the match. So you're spot on that if this match goes down as a draw, Heritage should definitely look at this, in my opinion, and going off of what you said, your opinion as well, as a victory, as a win. They have a lot to celebrate.
And there it is, too. Good defense there. Just forcing your opponent to make mistakes. This could be dangerous, though. Good clearance there. Heads-up play from the Heritage back line. 4 minutes left. 0-0 second half. More than likely, like Mark mentioned, maybe another minute or two added. In injury time. And just refusing to give up is Heritage.
You know, Kyle, the other thing that I really like about the Heritage defensive line, as a coach, we always talk to the players about being goal side. And that's one thing that I've seen from Heritage almost all night, is that the Heritage defensive line has always been goal side of the Battleground players. And that's it for any team. That's going to make it so difficult to find the back of the net. And that's what they've done all night.
2 Battleground subs coming on. Looks like number 25, Cassidy Hamilton. And number 24, Eileen Jeschke are going to come out. This is going to be number 11 for Heritage on the throw, and that's Cecilia Sears. Number 7 for Battleground looks like a forward. It's going to be Megan Geiger.
And I like that chess move, Kyle. Put some fresh legs up top.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes left. And
yeah. It's all or nothing at this point.
Yeah, we've seen Geiger able to keep possession throughout the game. So I would imagine that's what they're looking for her to do up there is keep possession, maybe find Talkington and have her get closer to the goal so she doesn't have to take these 30-yard shots.
Ooh, a lot of open space and a lot of white players.
And just like that was Geiger with the cross. Darian Walton there able to grab it.
Great communication, too. We've seen that a couple times tonight from Heritage, just a little too heavy of a touch.
Got less than 2 minutes remaining.
Normally we see the clock stop at 2 minutes. There's a little guy.
And we are going to get the clock paused here. The last couple
go.
minutes are going to be up to the referee and reset to 2 minutes. Referee checks his watch. Look at this fight from Heritage. This is different Heritage. Where is this Heritage?
Yeah. Look at that
Who
run.
is this?
Get it. Oh, my
Holly
goodness.
Schmitz. I think that was number 20, Holly Schmitz. Where has she been? What a run.
You know, I was about to give. There she is. I was about to give props to Battlegrounds defensive line because I thought she put a foot out to block it out, but the ref gave him a goal kick.
Heritage giving Battlegrounds so much room to work with, too, and with less than 2 minutes left. Geiger with the ball inside the 18. Shot sent in, and it's going to be wide, grabbed by Darian Walton. Again, less than 2 minutes. Tough to know exactly how much time the referee is going to add. It's going to be a goal kick from Walton, and look at this. They're just still playing quick.
Referee did look over to the Battleground coach, and we got a foul.
Looks like it's going to be a Battleground free kick. I think that's going to be number 3. That's going to be Rotifer taking the kick.
Both teams know there can't be more than maybe 30 seconds left in this match. Once again, you got Heritage with the clearance. Great move.
Annette Fasundo with the ball. Sent back in.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul right there.
Heritage is going to get a free kick around the 37-yard line. This is going to be another big loss if Annette Fasundo is going to be out for the last play or two.
Really don't want to see her get hurt in these last 30 seconds or so.
We're going to bring coach back on, help her off. A couple of teammates checking on her. Between Sears, Klinkhammer, and Thomason. All seniors also. All 3 of those players that are checking on Annette Fasundo. So they're all seniors there. They've been playing for 4 years. You hate to see someone go down like that when you battled so hard and poured in so much sweat with these people.
Yeah.
There's a replay. Just kind of.
I can't imagine, Kyle, that we have more than about 30 seconds.
If I had to say, I think there's one play left.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's this Heritage free kick.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a free kick right here, and I think basically the ref is probably going to let the kick be taken, and if there's some sort of an advantage for Heritage, he'll probably let it play out. But basically, I think once the ball is cleared, we're going to see a final whistle.
Another good shot there of the stadium lights. We got Battleground on the right side in the white. You can see in the background on the right side we've got, I believe that's going to be Union over there in the black warm-ups. Skyview on the far left in the white. Again, stick around. This game may have about one play left, but there's Union right there. Again, this we've got about one play left in this match, but we've still got a whole nother game to go.
I don't know about you, Kyle, but I'm excited.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I got my Red Bull.
We know that the camera crew is excited about this next match coming up and ready to take in all the action with us.
Annette Fasundo being carried off the field here, you just hate to see that.
Yeah, you don't like to see that.
If you are head coach Brian Housley and you know your team has one play left, you have to think you'd bring up that whole defensive line and Darian Walton. Try to put one in the back of the net.
Yeah,
I want to see it.
And the way they're setting up right now, that's not how it is. I'd be pushing some of those defenders up.
And what a ball sent into.
Oh goodness, number 5. Oh, but Yeah, she's offsides.
Oh, good try there by Klinkhammer. Just a step too far, though.
But Kyle, once again, this has been the story of this match tonight. The defensive line. Yep, that's the final whistle. Every time we've seen some sort of play into the final third, final 18, the defensive line clears the ball. What a match.
What a game.
Yeah.
It's a neat little sport when you get 0 successes, 0 goals, but you can still immensely entertain.
Say it was a great match. Yeah, I agree 100%.
Well, folks, stay with us. We've got a whole nother match, Union Skyview, coming up.
No, wait, hold on real quick, Kyle. I see them talking in the middle of the pitch. Are we doing a little overtime? A little extra time?
Does look like he's showing them a coin.
Yeah, he's flipping a coin right now.
This is unprecedented.
Yeah, for the people at home, please forgive us. We weren't aware. I would expect this in the playoffs, but I didn't know. I was not aware that we were going. So we got 5 minutes on the board. I don't know if this is a golden goal situation or I don't know if it's going to be 2 5-minute extra times. We'll try to get this information for you and let you know.
This isn't over yet.
If our crew in the truck has any insight on this, we'll see. We're going to try to figure out what's going on. Like I said, I could have seen this in a playoff situation. But for regular season, I figured we would just have a 0-0 draw. But we do have 5 minutes on the board.
We're tied 0-0. It's now overtime. Battleground Heritage. Referee blows the whistle. Battleground gets the kick. Again, we are not sure if this is going to be golden goal or 2 separate halves of 5. Oh, what even happens after? Is it PKs?
Can we go to penalty kicks?
Is it rock, paper, scissors? We don't know.
That was all ball right there. Oh, he's going to give it to her now.
It's going to be Heritage kick. Oh, it's going to be Battleground kick.
Yeah.
I thought she touched it when she was on the ground. This is going to be just outside the 18. About 30 seconds into overtime. This is big. This is where Darian Walton needs to step up.
Yeah.
And if I was a betting man, I would put my money on Darian Walton.
I think she can do it too. So for our viewers at home, we were unaware of the extra time like this. And
oh, this is a good camera angle right here. We got 23 taking the kick for Battleground. Sorry, Mark, to interrupt you.
No, yeah.
Emily Cahoot.
So, but what I was going to say, Kyle, just over. What I was going to say is you have 2 unfortunate injuries right now for Heritage.
And I don't see either player out there either. Unless that's Annette Fasungo on the far side. I don't think it is.
I don't think either of them have come back in. With Annette Facundo.
Here we go. This is number 6 for Heritage. That's going to be Emmeline Van House on the counter. Sent into the box.
Good cross. There it is. No.
Oh, just wide. What
No
a heads-up
way.
play from Sydney Thomason, the senior.
Wow.
What an excellent pass. Number 5 took that shot. That was Daniela Chaidez. What a play there from Heritage.
I thought that was a goal for sure.
It was a good shot, too.
Yeah.
Just far post on the ground. Just too far, though.
Here we have Battleground on the counter. Oh, she slowed it down a little bit.
And this is what we've seen from Battleground. They build through the back.
And here we go, another shot from the 28. They need to get that ball into the 18.
Yeah, that's no issue for Darian Walton. What a boot.
And there's number 16, Sydney Thompson, chasing that ball down again.
Maybe.
That's
Lexi Klinkhammer. Sydney Thomason with the shot. Lexi Klinkhammer following it.
Oh, my
We're going to get a corner. Okay. Oh, Heritage.
Wow.
What an intense overtime.
Heritage wants this. Heritage is pushing hard right now.
Under 2 minutes, it looks like that's going to be up to the referee's discretion as well. It'll be 2 minutes. No doubt about that. There hasn't been anything to add. This is a big corner. This is a big, big corner kick. And sent out to about the 18.
Few Heritage players, though, so not bad.
And look at that follow, too. That's number 6, Emmeline Van House, just refusing to give up the 1% chance that key drops that ball. Emmeline Van House.
I mean,
you give both teams the opportunity to take the kickoff. It has to be enough.
Yeah, that's what is only natural.
What a shot.
Goodness.
Off the post. That's a goal. The referee's saying that's a goal.
Went over the line.
We're going to count it.
That's it. That's the game.
What a follow there from that was Shailene Talkington. We've got Darian Walton.
Yeah, Darian Walton is saying that ball did not cross the line. You can see where she stopped it right there.
And that's game.
But
that was golden goal.
Wow.
Heartbreaking to see that kind of loss.
Wow.
For Heritage.
Wow.
Did not see who took that original shot off the post. But that was definitely Shailene Talkington on the follow.
You know, and Kyle, really, really difficult from our vantage point. I really, it didn't seem to me like,
we got a replay.
Wonderful job by our staff. Let's see if this ball crosses the line.
Good shot. Follow.
I'm just not sure. I don't think it crossed that line. Where
I don't. It's tough to tell. Oh man.
All right, here we go again. Let's see if we can see where this ball goes with that goal line right there. Look at Darian Walton giving orders, directing her defensive line.
Oh, camera crew, you guys rock.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful angle.
So
Sent
here,
in.
this is what we need to see right here. Goes off the crossbar.
Doesn't
Look
get
at
a hand
that.
on it. Falls to the ground. Shailene Talkington there. One touch.
Oh, camera crew, you guys are amazing. So let's see.
I think that ball crossed the line. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, she right there. She's pushing it on the line, but
the whole ball has to cross the line.
Yeah, and I kind of think that it did.
I think there was a millisecond where that whole ball crossed the line, and that is heartbreaking for Heritage.
Camera crew, absolutely amazing.
And referee crew too.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call from the confident AR. And with that, we're going to get the Battleground Tigers victorious over Heritage 1-0 on an overtime golden goal with maybe 10 seconds left in the first period of overtime.
Absolutely amazing. So people at home, from that match right there, you got to keep it locked with us. We're coming back for more. We got one more match for you tonight. Keep it locked right here to EPS Sports. What an exciting Tuesday night. We'll be right back after these messages.